with Lia Berman.
It is I.
It is you. It is
It
you.
is.
Lia runs. I know you from running. You run a terrific mic. Actually, I think my favorite mic in the city.
Thank you.
At Logan Theater.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, but today you are here to talk to us about cooking on a shoestring budget.
Yeah. I am very good at cooking and saving and clipping, and I'm very, you wouldn't think it, but I'm very frugal.
Hey.
And I had to be. I wasn't always. I was not always like this, and I had to be. Like I have a kid. I'm a mom, and you have to. You waste a lot of food, and when you start wasting food, you start being like, wait a second, where's my money going? And so I taught myself a lesson, and I taught myself how to do this.
Yeah.
So, and it doesn't hurt that I also work for a coupon company.
Oh,
so, like I don't want people to think that I'm like a finance person or anything like that, but I do work in the finance department of a coupon company.
Hey, you're speaking to my audience, broke people who are
kinda like, and it's kind of like there are ways that you can cook on a budget, and there are ways that you can save. So like, I know that I'm not going to sell a lot of people on like making your own vegetable stock, which I highly, highly, highly recommend. But I know I'm not going to sell a lot of people on that. But like, if you're a Big Mac guy, if you're a road comic and you're a Big Mac guy, there are ways to get free Big Macs. You don't have to pay for them, and so that, so that's the kind of stuff that I know.
Macs, huh?
Yeah, like there's ways that there are apps that you, I guess that the first, well, what do you want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about...
Let's talk about those free Big Macs.
Okay, you want to talk about free Big Macs?
There.
Okay. Free Big Macs, free Dave Doubles, free Frosties, free fries, that you can get free stuff. So like, ones that are off the top of my head that are just, you should know this, is like, Buffalo Wild Wings has BOGO Thursdays.
BOGO Thursdays?
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, if you like wings and you're starving, like, you should go get the BOGO Thursdays because you're going to get double the amount for half the price, right? That's just a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But like, there's also stuff like getting a free Big Mac. Like, every company has an app, and they want you to download their app. So as long as you're ordering from their app, they're going to give you something for free. They're just going to.
Yeah.
It's just their deal. Every Friday, as long as you order on the app, you get a free large fries from McDonald's. You can get a free Big Mac as long as you order on the app and buy $1 worth of something. Free Big Mac. It's just when they're offering that offer, but find out when they're offering that offer. So have your Big Mac on that day.
So do you find out just through the app itself, or is
and they're always advertising, know? And then there's other companies like, have you heard of Rakuten?
No.
Okay, so there's Rakuten and Coupon Cabin and coupons.com, and like, I give everybody everything because I think it's really important to get the most out of your money. So like, you can shop on all these different platforms, and they're advertising this stuff. They're telling you like, hey, on Friday.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because look, I'm a veteran, and I'm a sucker for the Veterans Day.
Oh, well, the vets get everything. You get 10% off everything?
Where?
Everything. Everywhere, but you're not reading the fine print. You're not reading the fine print. At the bottom, it will say teachers and vets. Teachers and vets always get 10% off of everything, except on like Veterans Day or like Memorial Day. You'll get more. You'll get more on those days.
Oh, Buffalo Wild Wings is one of my stops.
They are really good to the vets. Like, you always have to read the fine print for teachers and for vets.
Yeah.
And students. Students get discounts too.
Yeah.
Students will get up to 15% discount. So if you've got a student ID, use it.
What's like is this like the biggest life hack in terms of like food, is like using these websites and reading through the fine print?
I think so. Like, a comic that I don't want to say his name because I don't want to like give away his stuff, but like he does this really great joke about Panda Express and Panda Points, and like how he could pay his own student loans in Panda Points if like they would take, and it's a great joke, but it cracks me up because it's true. Panda Points will get, I don't eat at Panda Express.
Yeah.
But I'm aware of what Panda Points are. And like, they'll get you free food.
Is the juice worth the squeeze on that stuff?
I don't know.
Because I remember there was a story of like a woman who bought like a 6 Flags like
Yeah.
season pass.
Yeah.
And she ate there like every single day for free because
Yeah.
she got a free meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't, like, Panda Express, I don't really know. But, like, and, like, a lot of people will, like, complain. They're like, but then you want me to download the app. Like, I was talking to my dad about this, and he was like, then I've got to go through all these steps. And it's like, okay, well, go through the steps, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If you want the free stuff.
You also have to go to work to afford to buy the food.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So there's the apps. There's also apps that I'm obsessed with because I don't eat fast food, and I'm not like a Panda Express girl. So there's these apps, like I use one called Fetch, and so Fetch, you upload receipts. You just upload receipts to this app, take pictures of your receipts, and uploads, and it gives you points. And for every so-and-so amount of points, you can transfer those points into gift cards. So I'm always uploading receipts. Like, you'll see me at the mic just pulling receipts out of my bag and just taking pictures of them while people are up, because I'm just getting my points. So save your receipts. Even if it's a Dunkin' Donuts receipt, Dunkin' Donuts isn't on Fetch, but they give you 25 points for the receipt. Well, why not throw out 25? That's 25 points. For every 25 to 50,000 points, you get a $50 Amazon gift card or anything. You could do 1-800-Flowers. You could do Adidas. They'll transfer to any gift card you want. So your receipts are worth money in the end. Like, the paper is worth money.
Here I was thinking I was saving the environment by going paperless receipts, and I've actually been screwing myself.
You can go paperless. There is an option. Here's the problem.
Yes.
I do not understand in my life how to link things in my Gmail. Like, I'm very Gen X, and I'm very scared to, like, touch things on my phone.
Yeah.
So, like, even though I'm telling you all these, like, app things, just know that, like, if I can do this, this is the bare bones, because I don't know how to do it electronically.
Yeah.
But, like, you could do it for, like, any Amazon purchases. Like, I know that, like, Dollar Shave Club, do you know what Dollar Shave Club is? Like, Dollar Shave Club links to it, like, all sorts of stuff like this. You can get, you're basically making your money back, and it's, like, working for you, because who doesn't want a $50 Amazon gift card sitting in their Amazon account for, like, when they need underwear?
Yeah. No, that's a good point, especially,
Yes.
inflation, all that stuff. Well,
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I mean, it costs $100 if you leave the house, and if you have a kid, it's $150 to $200 because it just is.
You got to keep them alive.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then, I mean, the other part. I mean, then the other, like, I don't want to say like facet to it, but like the other is cooking, and is like shopping, and is like, how are you storing your food? Because I'm guilty of this, and I'll admit that, like, it took me a really long time, and being somebody who's taking care of other people, I wasn't a domestic person until I was kind of forced into domesticity. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh, okay, so I need to feed my kid food, like, all the time, all the time.
You just
like
ate yesterday.
I mean, we have second and third breakfast before school.
Wow.
I mean, when you're up at 6, you are hungry again right before you go to school. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, I had to find ways to, like, make food last, and make food that was, like, easy to make.
Yeah.
Because, kids they're not waiting.
Yeah.
They're
chicken nuggets,
right, which, like, okay, that's a really good example of, like, chicken nuggets. Okay. This is a really good example. Okay. So, like, sometimes I also believe that you need to spend a little to save a little. So,
Okay.
I am a very proud Costco card carrying member. Are you?
I am not, actually.
Okay, you are not.
Yeah.
Okay. But you are a single dude. You probably don't need to, like...
Yeah, it would be wasted on me, I feel like.
It would be a little wasted on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Family of 3 and up. Or if you're in a roommate situation. If you're in a multiple roommate situation. Like, if you are in with a group of 6 comedians in a house, and I know they're out there living together.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
It's called New York.
Oh, and here. I know they're here. I know they're here living. It scares me. One of you needs to get a Costco membership. You are not buying 6-pack rolls of toilet paper anymore. That is a waste of money. You need to go to Costco. Somebody needs to get the membership. Everybody chips in on the membership. It's not that much money. And then every time you shop at Costco, and I brought my receipts to show you. So like right now, Costco just sent me in the mail a check for $43.27 because I buy Costco brand stuff. And when you buy Costco brand stuff, their points turn into dollars. You can use this to either buy the membership next year or just when you're buying groceries next time, you can just give them the check and they'll take off $47.23.
Yeah.
Right? So like if a bunch of roommates are living together, you guys should be buying your paper towels, your soap, and your, you know, like all your garbage from Costco. Make it an event.
Yeah, and non-perishable things. Yeah. No,
and non-perishable things.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like,
some perishable things.
What am I doing going to Mariano's and being like, oh, well, I'll go and get a 4-pack of toilet paper.
Right, because when you're going to go back next week.
True.
For the, okay.
I do shit a lot.
I'll shit a lot. Right. Okay. But then it's also like how you're storing stuff. So now I'm going to get complex on you.
All
okay.
Right.
And like, I will not open your fridge and I will not judge. I'm just going to tell you what I learned. So I was one of those people who would like buy food and just shove it in the fridge and like, okay, fingers crossed.
Throw it out 3 months.
Yeah, like, or like, you know, a couple days later or whatever. And then I really started to understand like how to keep food and make it last. So like, okay, like if you have vegetables, there are certain vegetables that you can store like in a little bit of water, like celery. Celery is a really good example. Cut up the celery, put it in a jar with a little bit of water, just a little bit, and cover it. It's going to stay 3 to 4 more days. Lettuce. Wash your lettuce, get it all dry, and then keep it in paper towel and put it in a plastic bag. That's going to keep it for even a week longer than you. And lettuce is the one that like
goes bad.
Goes really bad. Cut up all your vegetables. Put them in cartons. Like if you have plastic, you have plastic. I would highly recommend going to Costco and spending $23 and getting like the glass, you know, like the hard, like the containers.
Yeah, the glass.
Because it's just going to keep longer because you don't want to throw out your stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I am slightly psychotic, so like I don't throw out anything. I like, and I did like a TikTok about this that like actually like got quite like a lot of people were like saving it because I think they were like, oh, this is a really good idea. Like you take your scraps. So like if you're making, you know, food, you take all your scrap vegetables and you save them in a plastic bag. Save them in a plastic bag and freeze them. When the bag gets full, throw the frozen bag in water and make stock. Then you've got stock.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to buy stock, which once you open it, goes bad. You know what I mean? It's like one, you know, or like if you buy like.
Or what about bouillon cubes?
Bouillon cubes are like a really good example. Like you can do, because those will last longer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a really good example. Yes. Chicken, beef stock, like all sorts of stuff like that. You can also like, I mean, I don't have, I'm sure there's a, you know, cheat code for vegetarians. I'm not a vegetarian, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, I'll buy like a chicken, like a whole chicken. Mm-hmm. And what you do with the chicken to make it last is like, you buy the chicken, you'll make the soup, you'll pull the meat, you'll keep some meat for sandwiches, you'll make another soup, like you'll make the chicken salad, like you make the chicken last. You don't just make one meal with one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Always make enough so that you have some leftovers. Or use a measuring cup.
I used to be a huge like rotisserie chicken, like I'm like, this is probably the best value for what I'm getting.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest rotisserie chicken person.
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, would you like, you pull it?
Oh yeah. I'd pull it. I'd make like leftover like sandwiches or other dishes with it. Yeah, and I'm like, I could buy this rotisserie chicken at Walmart for like $6,
$6.99,
or the not even cooked breasts that I still have to clean.
Yes,
that are like $10-12,
or a pound, or weighed by pound. You know. But like, okay, chicken nuggets, like you said, chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets are a really good example. Like they come in like a non-resealable. I don't know why in 2024 we don't have packaging better, but like we don't. So like you'll buy chicken nuggets. This is like a mom hack. If you buy chicken nuggets, put them in a plastic bag with a thing, because otherwise they're going to get gnarly and your kid's not going to eat them, and they don't eat them anyway because they go through phases where like I don't like chicken nuggets anymore. Or I don't like your chicken nuggets. I don't like your chicken nuggets, Mom. I don't like your chicken
With the
nuggets.
kid cuisine.
I don't like these. I don't like these chicken nuggets. Or I got like these bagel dogs because they were on sale. Because like that's the other thing. Like I'm not buying it if it's not on sale.
Mm-hmm.
So like some weeks we just don't have bagel dogs because I'm not buying bagel dogs for $8.99. But when they're $6.99, we buy them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he'll be like, "These aren't the bagel dogs I like. I like the other bagel dogs." Well, they weren't on sale.
Learn to like them. Learn to like them. No, I'm the same way when I go shopping. I mean, obviously I'm not at Costco, but I'm at Mariano's or something, and I'm buying whatever's on sale. So,
or like the 2 for $6, or like the 2 for, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then it's like some stores. Okay, so what about well, obviously you go to Costco, because I was gonna ask.
And like Sam's Club is the same, and like all those clubs are the same.
Now are you getting like all your fresh stuff there too?
Sometimes, like again, I have a kid, so like the amount I'm at the grocery store would I mean, you would be disgusted. It is disgusting.
I used to work as a cashier at Target.
Okay, so you know, like, so I'll buy like fruits and vegetables. I'll buy frozen vegetables at Costco. I buy a huge thing of frozen vegetables and I keep it in the fridge. And then anytime I need him to like eat some vegetables, I throw it, it gets thrown in. That's just a hack. But like, I will get like strawberries and blueberries and stuff, but we go through it. So in 2 days we are through those strawberries, and I'm back at Jewel buying the gross strawberries, for which I wish I wasn't. I'd say Costco has really good produce.
Really?
And like not all. The only thing that stinks is like the Costco in the city has different stuff than the Costco in the suburbs. Like I know the Costco in the city has like the coffee that I like. So like if my sister-in-law is there, I'll be like, well, what? Get my coffee, and then I'll throw it in my, whatever. But those are kind of my, like, I don't throw out anything. We save everything. We have leftover night. We use up things, like I pack his lunches with, like, he likes tacos. We do Taco Tuesday. It's the easiest day of the week. I don't have to think about what we're having for dinner. I know what we're having for, I don't have to ask him. I hate asking what you want for dinner.
I was going to ask too about like, are there particular recipes that you go to that are, high yield, but also like taste good and are cheap and all that?
Yes, like we make our own pizza. I buy the dough. The dough is 99 cents. If you can't find it at where the Italian cheese is, it's by the cheese and the pepperoni. Mm-hmm. There's par-baked pizzas, and then there's dough in bags. Buy 3 doughs. Freeze the dough. Make your own freaking pizza. Like... It's so, and I mean, I'm not going to brag, but Jackson says my pizza's really good. And then we have pizza. My husband likes pizza. I like pizza. And the next day, we have extra pizza. Mm-hmm. So it goes in his lunch. Then I don't have to think about it. And then we're not wasting food. Yeah.
So the other question here now is, how much does nutrition play into this as well? Because I've always had thought of the 3 triangles, like good for you, cheap, and tasty. You can only have 2,
Yeah. like you were in the Marines?
Yes.
Like, was it like 3 square meals? Like, what was it like? Was it like?
I mean, you could.
Was it nutritional? Would you call it nutritional?
Depending. Like, so the chow hall food, depending on where you're stationed at, like the chow hall, it's usually pretty decent. Yeah. And you have a decent amount of choices. So like, they usually do have like salads and wraps and but you can also get like burgers.
Oh,
and
they had
pasta and stuff like so
like oatmeal and like eggs and like stuff like that.
Yeah, so
it was instilled in you guys to like eat your protein.
Well, I mean, and then back then too, you're also like early 20 something, and also like
invincible.
Yeah, and you're running around all day doing stuff, so you're burning just a shit ton of calories.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. So like that's kind of the way I think about my kid. Like he's burning, like he'll eat 2 cinnamon rolls, But which doesn't seem like he shouldn't have. But it's like he's burnt that off by the time he's got to school. He never stops moving.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like a 20-year-old. You know what I mean?
He's got the metabolism.
Right.
Yeah.
Would I like it? Do I try to sneak him like, carrots and hummus? Like that is such a win. If I can get that kid to eat 3 carrots with some hummus, that is the biggest win. I mean, last night he ate 3 pieces of chicken in his stir fry and complained about the broccoli, and I just lost the battle, and that was it. I was done. It's always easier in the summer because you can grow, because there's fresher fruit, because you can grow things. Like if you, even if you like have, a windowsill here, like, and you can grow some herbs, saves you a ton of money. Put them in water, put a bag over them.
What's interesting is like another country. So, I was in Finland for a while, and they would sell herbs that are like potted. So
and ready to take home.
Yeah, so you like it's not just cut. It's like it stays fresh longer because it's still growing technically because it's actually
and because they did it for you, so you're not like a total loser that like can't do the like seedling. Like I'm not a gardener.
Yeah.
But I try to do like basil and like tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
We bought a house that has a grape. An arbor.
Oh, okay.
Like a whole.
Yeah.
So like I have a ton of grapes, which is like kind of cool. So in the summer, like we have a ton of grapes. But like we were talking about like buying a pear tree and like seeing if like we could get some pears in the summer. Like who knows? Like like. And that's only if you have the space. I'm not saying everybody, like, the average, like, comedian on the road. Like, I mean, the people who are listening to this are going to be like, okay, Leah, I'm not buying a pear tree.
Hey, we can expand our audience. It's not going to be all comedians, so you can have it in the back of your car.
Or you can come to my house and I'll give you some of my grapes.
All right, well, I'll take you up on that.
But I do think that like you can do a lot, and like you do, and my last thing I would say is like the way that you like organize your fridge is really important. The biggest lesson I've learned is about the doors of the fridge and the drawers of the fridge. Mm-hmm. So if you want where do you keep your condiments in your fridge?
I don't usually have a lot of condiments, but like, I have like soy sauce.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, but like it either in the
door. Is
it
on the door or is it in the drawer?
Typically in the door.
In the door, right? Okay. Put it in the drawer and put your perishables on the door. Because here's the thing. You won't remember that you have the celery in the drawer. But if you want ketchup, you'll always go for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you switch that out, so now things don't go bad as quickly because I remember about them.
Okay.
That's just like a weird tip.
No, that's a good hack. It's like, little stuff like that.
Yeah, like you'll always want the soy sauce. Like if you want a meal with soy sauce, you're gonna go for the soy sauce. Doesn't matter if it's on the door or the drawer. So just put it in the drawer.
Yeah.
But put the caps on because I've cleaned those. Like, that's a time.
That's a good point about like food going bad because I know I throw out a lot of food myself.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah, and then I love eating grapes, but I also I feel like every time I bring in grapes, I get flies and all that stuff, and so it's just a hassle sometimes. And
wash them, clean them, put them in a case. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and yeah, that's true. In the summer, it's hard because you do want to keep it out on the counter, which is hard.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, it's not really a problem because we just go through it.
Yeah.
I mean, we just go through fruit so fast.
Do you meal prep at all?
I try. I really tried. Like when I was like a new mom, I really tried. I tried when I was meal prepping a lot when I was losing weight after I had my kid. I was meal prepping a lot and like, cooking and like, so, and then bringing it to work. But I think once we started working from home, I stopped meal prepping, which is terrible.
Yeah.
But like, it's been about 4 years that like I'm not doing because I don't have anywhere to go.
Yeah. Well, so if you're there, might as well, right?
Yeah.
I used to be a big proponent of the crock pot.
I love a crock pot.
Yeah.
I mean, that will let you, if you're going to make something on Sunday, it should last you until Wednesday. Like, you should be eating that in multiple stages, in multiple forms.
Yeah. Do you ever look up, like, those, like, new recipes online for stuff?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, Reading those recipes always makes me like get to the point of the thing.
Oh, they'll talk about how their kids were sitting in the sun and they had this great idea to make this crock pot recipe and you're just like, okay, what are the ingredients?
Yeah.
What do I put in this thing? But like you know what I'll do? I'll put like two chicken breasts in the crock pot in the morning with like a little bit of water and salsa verde, or you can use any kind of salsa. I use salsa verde, and then like shred it midday and take it out. Now you've got shredded chicken for the whole week. You know what I mean? Like
that's a good.
You make tacos, you make lunch, put them in your eggs. You know.
Yeah, I usually go about. Well, I like soups, like chicken tortilla soup.
Yes,
it's good because it's. You can reheat soup pretty easily, and it still like tastes the same as when you first made it.
And we're in a cold area, and like I feel like we all have a little bit of spring fever because like it hasn't been that bad, but like it's still soup weather. Yeah. If this was November, we'd all be like getting out our soup recipes. Like it's cold, and like that stuff lasts, and if you buy it at a good price, it's worth it.
Yeah.
You do have to look at prices. You do have to be cautious of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing?
Because there are some times when I go to the grocery store and I think I'm saving money, but I feel like I'm spending more or the same amount. Because I'm like, oh, I'm getting a deal. I wouldn't usually buy this, but since it's on sale, I'll go ahead and get this thing.
It's saving you next time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like, if your coffee's on sale, like I think I took a picture of this. I won't get it out right now, but like I was shopping last night and I'm obsessed with Cafe Bustelo. Okay. Okay, so
that's your coffee?
That's my coffee.
Right.
So Cafe Bustelo is usually $5.99. It was on sale for $3.99, which is a really good deal. So last night I bought 3 Cafe Bustelos. Well, now we're not going to buy coffee for a while. Mm-hmm. But yeah, my bill was a little bit higher yesterday. But then also like use the grocery store apps. Like Jewel has deals. And then for all your rewards, like I use an $8 reward. I think I brought my receipt to show you that I had $8 store savings. You know what I mean? So like it's just like you use your rewards. So like I think my bill was like $114 because it's $100 to leave the house. Yeah. No matter what. So I was $114.
I was wondering if you're gonna hit Costco on the way back.
There's one in Skokie.
Oh,
Niles. But I'm not.
We went last week. You're gonna pass by the city one. Yeah.
I know. My sister-in-law lives right there too, and every time I go to visit her and my nephew, I'm always like, we should go to Costco. But then I also like have to be talked out of buying like the sheets or like they're cheap.
Yeah.
It's but there are sheets or like that like we looked at this like backyard swing.
I haven't been in a Costco since like the beginning of the pandemic.
Oh dude, it's a great time. It's a great time. I mean, my kid goes there, I shop, Michael and Jackson go there and eat and then find me after they're done, and then we check out. It's like,
oh, don't they also have like the 79-cent hot dogs or whatever?
Yeah, and they're really good, and their pizza's really good. Jackson loves their churros. So it's like, whatever. Like, and it's like one-stop shop. Like, everything could be done. Everything gets done there. If my kid was like going to summer camp, I would go to Costco and load up on that toothpaste. That's what I would do.
All right. Well, shit, I'm probably gonna hit Costco today, man. You've sold me. I don't know if you get like a was it a reference bonus or something?
They should pay me. They should pay. You see those couples that get engaged in Costco and stuff? They should sponsor their weddings. Like, what is that?
Like, they get engaged?
Yeah, I've seen people that like literally like love Costco so much they get like proposed to like in Costco. Like, they're Costco couples. I'm jealous of them.
What? This is a whole segment of the internet that I'm not seeing.
It's also just like married with children life is such a different the joy I get out of a deal. Oh my god, you guys! I got it at the Park District swimming for like $88. $88? I was just like, I don't care how cold that water is. This is such a deal.
There you go. All right. Well,
all right, cool.
Leah, thank you so much.
I hope that helped. I hope that taught everybody.
Most certainly helped.
Okay.
So, if you have like social media handles you want people to know,
so Lia Berman 3, LIABERMAN 3 at that's Instagram and Twitter. Do we still call it Twitter? Do people call it X?
No, we call it Twitter just to spite Elon.
Okay. Yeah. So that's at Lia Michelle, LIA Michelle at Lia Michelle, and on Facebook at Lia Berman. And I'm at the Logan Lounge. I'm all over.
Yeah.
Do the Bad Moms comedy shows.
Even if you're not a comedian, check out the Logan Theater if you're in Chicago.
Oh, you go to the theater.
Yeah, and Monday nights, Leah runs open mic there. It starts at 8:30.
But they have trivia on Tuesdays, and they have like theme nights, and they bring back really old movies. Like I've seen Ghostbusters there. It's fun to go to old movies there. Oh, yeah. So yeah. Check out that theater for sure.
All right. Well, Leah, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.